we're looking at the results from the third round of the qualifying stage of the South American Online Festival, and we are following the Chagas team in its journey till the end of the tournament. And so this was a match in which the Chagas team lost 15 imps to a team from Venezuela called Caracas. And this being the qualifying stage, it was not that big of a deal because the first 8 teams would eventually qualify to the knockout stage. But of course, no one wants to lose, and you can do it much often without jeopardizing your chances. But let's look at the swing boards here. I've already opened them at this tabs. First board, there was 7 imps lost because one table played 3 clubs doubled and the other played 4 spades, and both went down. Let's see how this went. South in second position open 1 heart, which is obvious. 1 spade from West is also expected. Pass, and then South reopened with a double. West up the ante with 2 spades. North risked 3 clubs with a 5 card and the ace of hearts. It picked a very bad time to do that if you look at the opposing cards. But since East doesn't have entries to draw trumps, it's not going to be very bad. Declarer has only apparently 4 clubs and a spade to lose. Going 1 down, as we've seen at the results page. After the spade lead and the ace of spades ruffed, Declarer will unblock the ace of hearts, ruff a spade, I suppose. Now he played the trump. Doesn't make much of a difference because he has lost a spade already and he can't avoid losing 4 trumps to East. Okay. So, and what happened at the other table? East opened 3 clubs. That is a, shall we say, modern style of preempts, in which I'm not a radical about anything, most things at least. And this suit texture is really nice, but there's a big minus in the form of the 5-3-3-2 shape. Big minus. But that said, non-vol against vol, and in the first position, it's not a heinous sin to open 3 clubs here. It is a very active style, and in general, I'm not much in favor of that. I think it loses many points, and these points often go unnoticed by the proponents of this style. I don't know if for instance, if they consider this one, which is clearly a losing board for that style, since if you open 3 clubs, the opponents can no longer play 3 clubs. But what happened here is 3 clubs, 3 hearts. West has an obvious 3 spades, and he's raised. Perhaps he shouldn't. I doubt that they play this bit forcing over this style of preempts, but perhaps they should. I don't know. I'm not used to playing this. There was some ace of hearts and 7 of clubs switch. Now he's trying to get dummy. And since South cannot attack diamonds without losing a trick there, there isn't much to be done by the defense. North is pitching diamonds. But now this ruff with the jack of spades, even if he didn't ruff the jack of spades, if he discarded, East would ruff the heart and catch the queen of clubs, pitching the losing diamond. So this is it. Board is over. Queen of clubs discards a diamond. Ruffs a club, her up, and down to okay. This was probably a losing board for that flashy preemptive style. Board 3, the swing. Let's look at the swing first. It's 3 hearts making, and the other table east-west double 2 spades, which also made. So let's see what happened here. Pass by south, which is not clear. I think that I would probably open at these colors in position with both majors, and it wouldn't work out well for me. But I like opening this kind of hand with both majors. Goes to show what I know. So pass 1 diamond from north, 2 clubs, which is kind of a pushy overcall with scattered honors and only a 5-card club suit. 2 clubs, and now south doubled, showing both majors usually. Sometimes you have only 1 major and diamond support. West bid only 3 clubs. West has a very nice hand, and for sure being a passed hand, 3 clubs is a clear underbid. He can bid 2 diamonds, or if he has discussed this with his partner, probably both major suits in this position, having passed first and listening to a negative double, should show some kind of club support, or at least tolerance. But 2 diamonds is clearly a club raise. The Q bid by passed hand over an overcall, so 2 diamonds is the least that West should have done. Notice that North opened with a very sub-minimum hand, taking advantage of the vulnerability and position. I don't think it was a bad opening by North. But the end result was that South wasn't comfortable in leaving them to play 3 clubs. And so the end result was that they had to play 3 hearts. And 3 hearts, let's see how the play went, but doesn't look good for the defense, even though he got a favorable lead, because if they lead the clubs, it's much worse for him. Second rough. Okay, so far he has lost 2 tricks. He still loses spade for 3 and a heart for 4, and he has to guess diamonds. And let's say they're guessable with this switch. And so he did. The 10 of diamonds switch looked like a man without a queen of diamonds, but of course this is a kind of psychological reading that sometimes doesn't pan out. But very well done by South, getting a very favorable lead and guessing diamonds at the end, which is usually what Marcelo Branco does. So South also passed at the other table, but 3 passes were done, and 1 clubs by East, which is a normal opening bid. 2 diamonds is a 2-suited hand, of course. Doubles generous strength. Pass means I have no clear preference. And double is cooperative. The second double is cooperative. And there they were at 2 spades doubled, having missed a very nice 9-card club fit. And that is probably the main reason for the bad result they got. I mean, West, if it were any other suit than clubs, West would evaluate his hand after an opening bid and an overcall as a good race, a good 4-card race. But clubs gets a bad rap, and so West decided to treat his hand as balanced. And I don't think that's the right way to deal with this hand. I think this hand should raise clubs. And most people play some kind of unusual over unusual, in which the club raise here would be 2 hearts, perhaps. One of the 2 available Q bids, 2 hearts or 2 spades. And for sure they have discussed this, and West did not think of raising prefer to describe his hand as balanced. But I think it's best to raise with Ace Jack fourth and a nice hand, and that's mainly the reason why having missed the 9 card club fit is the main problem with this auction. So let's see if they could have defeated it, because apparently two spades made 3, which is a lot. So the 10 of diamonds also kind of gave away the diamond position. The 10 of hearts ducked. That was a clear mistake by West, because he lost the trick by it. But now the club shortening. He should have played a spade, probably, instead of shortening. Diamond to the king. Yeah, West could have, instead of roughing the Jack of Hearts, probably he should have pitched the club. This is a very bad timed series of plays for the defense. Or conversely, declare timed it well. Take the maximum advantage of the mistakes of the defense. So that was a disaster. And we traced it out for the non-race. Next swing is a slam board. Let's see how it went. 1 spade by East with 18. 3 clubs, some kind of Bergen, 10 to 12, and 4 spades. So he cheated a bit on the high card strength on account of the 5th trump. 3 hearts. I'm well aware that most players never discuss follow-ups to these kind of bidding sequences. But there you go. 4 spades is the end game. This is the final contract. And here, 1 spade, 3 spades, which means mixed. 7 to 9 and 4 cards. He has 8 and 5. 4 clubs by East, not alerted. 4 spades, since he doesn't have any control. And then East basically took the ball by the horns, asked for key cards, and then for the Queen of Spades. And now West, with the 5th trump, decided to show the Queen of Spades. Right, showing all the key cards and oh no, they play a kind of turbo. Okay, so scrap all I said. 4 no trump shows an even number of key cards. 5 clubs is a Q bid. 5 diamonds a Q bid. And 6 hearts confirms the missing key card, since he knows that partner is inviting slam with 4, not 2. Knows or hopes. And East subsided. Is this a good slam? Played by East? Probably. He needs, what do you need? You need King, Queen of Hearts on side, you'll always make. Or the King of Diamonds on side, you'll always make. So the sum of these two, and you can test one at a time. If you guess trumps. Which sometimes you don't. But it's probably over 50%, so it's a reasonable slam. Let's see how the declarer handle it. Through trumps, eliminated clubs. And play the heart to the jack. How did this make? Doesn't. Okay, thought he had made the slam, but he didn't. He missed the 7 of hearts at the end. But there's no squeeze because East defends both heart, both heart, both red threats are defended from behind by South. So this is kind of a random swing. Next one, 7 imps for the Chagas team. 4 clubs going down 1, 4 clubs making 12 tricks. That ought to be interesting. 1 club by East, 3 spades by South. Normal preempt. East reopened with a double. I'm not sure that this is so right, but he did. And West took out to 4 clubs. Perhaps this hand should pass in 3 spades. Perhaps. I don't know. Let's see what happened. Lead was a heart. And a club to the ace to avoid getting a rough. And he didn't. This happens so often. You want to avoid getting a rough, and then this honor you're trying to finesse is onside. And that it was 4 tricks for East West. And exactly the same bidding from East West here. But since he made 12 tricks, the lead was not hard either. But there's still danger because there was a switch through hard. But he's tried the finesse. Now he's going to play diamonds from the top to unblock. And this means that the Queen of Diamonds. Okay. So this was a card play swing in our favor. What is the next one? This one is board 9. 3 hearts and 5 diamonds doubled. Another interesting result. 1 heart from north, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. Unexceptional so far. 2 spades. Some kind of a raise seems to be in order here, either now or later. So over 3 hearts, pass. This is a very surprising pass. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night not having raised my partner in this auction, ever. It's a very strange decision, in my view. But 3 hearts was the game. And this is well loaded in hearts. But 1 diamond goes away right now. Since they didn't cash 2 diamonds, they lost 1 of them. So they'll make 3 hearts and diamond, making 3 hearts. Okay. And how about this? 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. 2 spades, 4 hearts. Pass. They probably have some kind of understanding that double here would mean I want to bid. Pass. 5 diamonds from West. I cannot criticize this very harshly, but I do criticize the system that does not allow them to punish 4 hearts very hard when East has this hand. So if they play that this double means I want to bid, either West should double now, or probably more likely West should have jumped from 2 hearts to 3 spades. Should have been a fit showing jump bid. Either of these 2 would probably solve this board. So they were in 5 diamonds doubled rather than 4 hearts. And 5 diamonds loses if you look at least 2 clubs and a spade, and perhaps 2 spades. But after the heart lead, when his 1 spade went away, And now declare will have to play a slow spade. What a lucky, not very good in the line of play, but lucked out when hit on a singleton spade ace there. Should have played spades earlier. Even if he wants to play for the ace of spades offside. But there you go, 5 diamonds doubled instead of hearts, 4 hearts. This is a very good result for East West, 750 of course, but it is a worrying way to get a good result. It would be much better to double 4 hearts and to lead a diamond. That would be the ideal way of getting 300, save 300 rather than risking a minus in 5 diamonds doubled. Next one is 4 hearts on one table and 4 spades and 3 spades. So there was, let's see here, board 11. Are we right? Yes, board 11. 1 heart from south, 1 no trump is what is called in the US the Kaplan inversion, but in Brazil we played it for so many years before Kaplan ever thought of that we call it the Brazilian spade. But the basic idea is that you invert the meaning of the bids, 1 spade and 1 no trumps. And so 1 heart, 1 no trumps means I have 5 or more spades. That's it. 2 diamonds is natural, 3 clubs is 4th suit forcing. See? 3 no trumps, I have a club stopper. 4 spades, I prefer to play spades. Okay. And this gave away a trick. Diamond to the queen won the trick. Now 2 hearts to discard diamonds, and then the spade to establish the entire suit. And late in the day, a club finesse to make 12 tricks. And here we have basically the same position. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, but North decided to invite rather than to force the game. With an eye at the misfit of a void hand hearts opposite the long suit. But there are some imponderables in this game, like the presence of the 10 of spades that can't be found by bidding, which is why many great players advocate game tries by bidding the game and then trying to make it. Okay. We have 2 more swings here to look at. 4 hearts, this is a gameplay, which is always interesting. 4 hearts making at one table and going down the other. Card play swing, not the gameplay. Card play swing. 1 heart, 2 no trumps is Jacoby. 3 no trumps a minimum, 4 hearts. Let's see what happened here. 9 of clubs lead. The 7 of clubs saved the suit for the defense after this lead. Okay. So a heart to the ace and a heart to the king. Now the declarer can, establish a pitch. And he'll lose only a spade. Making 5. Right? Can ruff a spade. Okay. What happened here? A heart, 2 clubs. Artificial, 2 hearts. Clubs and hearts and diamonds are balanced without 3 clubs. So this is balanced without 3 clubs. 3, 5, 3, 2. Minimum or very strong. And he said, well, I guess you're minimal, so let's end it 4 hearts. Okay. So let's see. Same lead. Clara is going after his diamond trick immediately. Now he should unblock the queen of diamonds before. Yeah. Oh no, he should have played the heart. But is he correct in playing like this? Now he's exposing to 2 roughs. And he misguessed the heart to play. That's obviously very unlucky for poor West. But I think it's unlucky but misplayed, because you, after you won a trick with the Queen of Diamonds, after the King of Diamonds is well positioned, you always make by losing only one heart, one spade, and one diamond. So he was careless. It's a careless bit of play. And the final swing is 3 diamonds, one table and 4 diamonds at the other. Let's see if they went there voluntarily or not. The table that stopped in 3 tried 1 club, 1 spade to no trumps. Now they had a gadget to stop in 3 diamonds. So this is a systemic triumph. And at the other table, 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 spade. First of all, he bid 1 diamond rather than spade. We have seen in a previous video how Brazilians are very favorable to the Walsh style, in which you bid your 4-card major regardless of your length in diamonds over 1 club opening. So this is an extreme example, but it shows how they are devoted to that concept. Bidding 1 spade on this hand, and then having a way to get out in diamonds. On the other table, he bid more naturally, but less effectively. 1 spade, 2 no trumps, 3 diamonds, pass, 3 no trumps by South, and now West doubled, showing nice degree of trust in his partner. It's interesting to speculate what would have been the lead, but North didn't want to speculate on that and decided to take out the 4 diamonds, which is understandable since he has a very bad hand. And could he have made? No, 2 hearts and 2 aces. Not after this lead. 2 hearts and 2 aces will be lost. Whoa! So he'll lose only 1 heart, 2 aces, and the spade rough. Which means that played by North, even 3 diamonds could be defeated. But remember, our heroes at the other table played by South, so East doesn't have 2 entries. Actually, he does. The best defense would have been to a spade to the ace, the Queen of Hearts, and then the spade rough. Now this defeats. Let's see how it went. No, didn't play the small heart. And so a heart loser went away and he made 3 diamonds. And that is it for this match. As mentioned earlier, a defeat for the Chagas team, but lots of interesting boards to discuss. Any comments will be very welcome as usual. Any suggestions? Visit us at www.thebridgeexperts, with an S at the end, thebridgeexperts.com. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.